this hurts my soul. Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And they're not even really a rival anymore.
No.
Like, that's a fun nostalgia game for me, but it's like that hasn't meant much.
The uniforms are undefeated. They are. It's okay. We can all hate the team as much as we want. You cannot deny the feeling you get when you see the star on the helmet.
I would love a room painted the color of those pants.
Yes.
Whatever that color is Cowboys wear.
That shade of gray or teal or whatever it classifies as.
Yeah. And look, I'm more of a red over blue guy. Okay? What up, blood? But I would say if you give me the Cowboy color scheme, little silver in there with some blue and some white.
Yeah.
It's not bad. So if I had to switch with a rival, so a team I just despise
you
at
root
all
against,
levels,
yes,
I'm probably going to go Cowboys there.
Okay. Brando, what do we got?
It's so tough.
Well, who are your teams? I don't know if I know your fandoms.
So school is BYU.
Okay.
That's where I went. So I love the blue and
you love the blue and white.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
That's where I've lived.
Super underrated uniforms in almost every sport too. Yeah. Their football uniforms are solid. Yeah. Sans like the Sakanic playing days, those are pretty.
The royal blue is.
Dude, their
classic.
uniforms are clean, man. They look good.
Tech game uniform when they did the throwback.
Oh, it's perfect.
Cougar.
Yes.
Oh, I text Sukanic. I'm like, jeez, this is an orgasm.
Yeah, that's a good look right
there. So I've always been blue and white. I like the Carolina blue a lot.
North Carolina?
Yeah, North Carolina.
That's why I'm
blue.
a UNC over Duke guy. It's not just that I hate one.
It's a lighter shade of blue.
I like the baby blue.
Yeah,
and then and it's hard because like blue and red usually don't work. Like I've always like tried to avoid red because I've been BYU forever. But like I grew up a Chicago Bulls fan because of Michael Jordan, so I've always been just accustomed to wearing the red and black, and now Blazers now.
Yes.
So I do like the red, white, and black.
Okay. All right. There's the fandoms. Let's get to one more here. Mail sack question: who is each of your childhood preteen crushes that still hold up today? Mine were Selma Hayek and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Selma Hayek at 90 would still do it for me.
That's a good question.
That's my all-time. That's, outside of the wife, that's the GOAT. It's Selma Hayek.
Yeah.
And then everybody else after that.
That still hold up to this day.
And
that's
I would
the
just say
tough
this.
component of it. Like
Topanga.
Yeah, Topanga's the easiest example.
That's a good one.
Because she was
Selma
in our
Hayek's the
age
GOAT.
group.
Topanga.
So when we were kids, she was a little bit older and like middle school kid. And you're like, and then now as an adult, it's still Hillary Duff is this as well.
I was gonna
like
say
for
Hillary.
Hillary Duff's comeback has been great.
Yep.
Big fan of the new content.
I'm trying to think of like the people who I had crushes on that were like adults when I was a kid, and if any of them have held up. Because if you're going,
most of them have.
I mean, Britney Spears.
I had the
That's
same thought, and then
is that not
fleeting
is
away
that still
real
holding
fast.
up? I don't think that holds up anymore.
That wasn't one for me.
It was for me.
I don't know what that says about me. I mean, I like to hit me, baby, one more time. Like that's
not the pigtails
thing.
Yeah.
Like okay, but she didn't really do it for me.
Okay,
the way that like Selma Hayek or J Lo or
how's Christina Aguilera looking these days?
Dirty. That's a song reference, by the way.
Pun intended.
But Christina Aguilera. I can get down.
Okay.
Hillary Duff, pretty good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Selena Gomez.
Oh, okay.
Selena Gomez. How old are you?
I'm 35.
35. That's
so that
right.
was like right at the teenage.
Yeah,
that's right in your ways. I was a little too old
window.
to remember the Disney Selena Gomez days.
I'm just a little too old. Like I just missed.
She was
that
the very
window.
next wave of Disney star coming up.
Yeah, Hillary Duff was the end of the
She
Disney
was the end
wave
of
for
my
me.
line.
I
yes.
was like,
I got off the train, and then we moved on to more adult crushes. Hit me, baby, one more
What's
time.
funny about rewatching the '90s?
Pamela Anderson too. When I was a kid, like if I'm going to be honest, Pamela Anderson was it.
Who didn't sneak watch Barbed Wire?
Right, exactly. So that's the other point of like holding up. She was in. I finally saw Naked Gun. Carmen Electra. Yeah, dude.
In Good Burger,
made me feel some things that I didn't know what they were.
I couldn't even explain what
I didn't know
felt.
what was happening.
I was like, just
it's tingling.
I'm all in. I will say, rewatching the sports movies with the kiddos, it's funny to relive my nemesis, who don't even know I exist. But like, so I just rewatched Devon Sawa in Little Giants, and I was like, Devon Sawa. And my wife starts laughing because I'm pretty sure my wife thought he was really hot back in the day.
Yes.
And I'm like, I hated him. And it's always
Who's Devon Sawa? Which one was he?
He's the quarterback.
Oh, the quarterback kid. Okay.
He's in
I couldn't remember if it was him. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Casper.
I didn't know the name off the top of my head.
So they show him throwing the toilet paper in the grocery store, and I'm like, Devon Sawa. And my daughter's always like, why do you hate him? And I'm like, because he was hot and every girl liked him.
He was too good looking. Look at that hair.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas, get out of here.
JT.
Why do you hate him? Because every girl liked him. Because I wasn't him.
It's the way it usually works,
That's
man.
how it goes.
We got some more mail sack to get to on the other side. We'll get back into the Blazers coming up. Game 2 tonight in San Antonio, bottom of the hour. But the sack continues next on the Fam.
This is the Beat Breaker Blazers Report, brought to you by Pelican Brewing. Board at the beach.
I think it's important for us to know what we do every time on the court, why we do those things.
Blazers Spurs game 2 tonight in San Antonio. Get to that bottom of the hour. We're in the middle of the mail sack, brought to you by Sparta TRT, SpartaTRT.com. Let's see what else we got in here today, gentlemen. Mail sack question. When I go to Starbucks or most coffee shops, I will usually grab about twice as many stevia packets as I actually need in order to have some extras in my car at all times. I do the same with napkins at Chipotle.
Ah, yeah.
Is there a limit to how many extra items you can take from a place of business?
I mean, the napkin thing, are you grabbing like 40 napkins? Because I would say you've crossed the line there.
As somebody who got chided for stealing a glove at a doctor's office last week, I also do this. Like if I'm at Taco Bell and you get my hands on like 15 extra hot sauce packages, those are going in a drawer at my house.
Oh, I mean, sauce is different, though.
Is that different than napkins?
Yeah, because like I also, too, like having napkins, and I'll put it in my glove compartment in case of an emergency.
It's nice to have, yeah.
But I'm not taking like 30 napkins here. I'm taking like 4 at most.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going out of my way to take more napkins. I just take the ones that are in the bag still that I haven't used and just reposition them into the glove box or said storage.
Now, what is the sauce you guys have in a drawer that you discover and you get the most excited about?
Taco Bell hot sauce.
Really?
The hot sauce at Taco Bell.
You can buy that at the grocery stores now.
I know you can, but it doesn't taste the same.
Oh.
It's not the same.
You're going Diet Coke,
it's like
plastic
buying
bottle can.
It's like, getting a Buffalo Wild Wings, wing sauce or something.
I have
it's
one
like,
of those in my
The
fridge.
idea of it is great. You eat it. It ain't the same. I'm not cooking them the same. It's not hitting the same when it's not out of the packet, which, by the way, the packet is the perfect size.
I disagree with you.
I use 2 for every taco that I eat.
I'd rather have
that's all I need.
I'd rather have a bottle.
I don't need a bottle because then I got to shake it. I'm up and down. I just rip it open, squirt it out, rip it open, squirt it out. You're good to go.
Okay. All right.
You're all done.
I hear what you're saying,
2
but
packets.
I'd prefer the bottle because I would make a claim. It's something that I don't ever buy. Having a McDonald's sweet and sour sauce in the back of my, spoons and
right in that drawer.
forks, like having that in that department.
How often do you use sweet and sour sauce?
It's not very often.
That's the only
It's
critique
not
I have
very
of that
often.
sauce because I also love the sweet and sour.
That sweet and sour McDonald's
hot sauce. I
is
put
fire.
hot sauce on everything.
Me too.
On everything I eat.
Same.
So if you got a little bit of that laying around, it's like I'm gonna use this.
I'm totally cool on Taco Bell hot sauce. All I'm saying is you can buy it at the store, like Chick-fil-A sauce.
It's
Amazing.
available now too.
It's available in the stores now too. You know, the one thing that has hit the stores,
Kind of taking the mystique away. It's like internet porn. You used to have to work for it, use your imagination. The only time you could ever use it was when you were at Taco Bell or Chick-fil-A.
But sometimes those bottles are not. Some reason they don't taste the same.
They're a little
as the
different.
packets.
It's not the same.
yeah, they're a little different. You're not wrong to point
you
that
still
out.
have the nostalgia to get the packets.
I don't know
despite
if I've ever looked at the Chick-fil-A sauce on an aisle at a grocery store and thought, porn used to be earned.
You used to have to earn it.
Not given.
You have to find a magazine, look at the pictures, use your imagination. We didn't have access to that stuff when we were kids.
I don't even know where to start with
Right?
you in that comment.
You had to be at the place of business in order to use the hot sauce. Now it's just everywhere. You're watering it down.
But a point of contention here. So I peruse the sauce aisle once in a while. I go to grocery store almost every day. I'm kind of one of those people. I don't mass shop and then, I need to go back here
You
for
like
a month.
grabbing a couple things for dinner on your way home or whatever you need.
A new vegetable, maybe a protein. I don't like to stock up, right? I go
Probably the
all
better
time.
way to do it because how often do you get things when you bulk shop that you end up tossing because you didn't eat it in time?
The amount of frozen chicken we went through like 4 years ago in a freezer and the
Yeah.
date said 2016 and it was the year 2019. I was like, oh,
It just sits in there. You shove it into the back of the freezer, you forget you have it, and then next time you clean it out, you're like, wait a minute.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
When I go to the shop, the sauce aisle, I like the Hot Ones show. I think Sean Evans is delightful. They really cut loose and have fun on that show. I love watching celebrities take dabs and like they end up like they can't process information.
Yeah.
It's a fun experiment. Who is paying for the Hot Ones dab sauces and hot sauces they use on that? Those tiny bottles are like $12.99.
Never in a million years would I buy that. I have no desire
Who
to
is?
test myself.
Who
I have
is?
it doesn't taste good.
Why do you want the last dab Reaper sauce and
Yes.
it's $16.99? What are you doing?
As I continue to search for my Taco Bell sponsorship and endorsement, I will tell you that's the beauty of the hot sauce at Taco Bell is it actually tastes good.
I like
there's
spice,
a
but I
kick
like
and
good
there's a
taste.
spice, but it's got to have a flavor and a taste to it.
I agree.
If it tastes like rubber and it's just making my mouth burn, I don't get anything out of that. The food doesn't taste good anymore. And
Yeah.
I like spice, but there's got to be flavor involved, and there's not in that level of spice.
Right. Like a perfect hot sauce to me right now in this era of my life, the green Cholula.
The green
If you haven't had the green Cholula, you're going to thank me when you try it later by buying that bottle. Now, it's like $9, $10.
It's
but
spendy.
It's a big bottle.
You put that S on everything.
The Hot Ones bottles, they're tiny for what the prices are. And I'm like, who's buying these? They're never, when you see something that's getting purchased and it's like back in the section it's at because there's been the first 8 are gone.
I've already grabbed them out of the aisle.
It's never that way for the Hot Ones.
You don't have to reach. It's at the front.
It's right at the front. Right. No thanks.
By the way, Salsa Verde, undefeated.
Salsa Verde, yeah.
I just, every time, give me green over red any day. In that scenario, when I have the choice between the two, I will take green over red.
Yeah.
Mail sack question. If you and Sprague are playing a scramble together and a miracle happens and you both get a hole-in-one on the same hole.
That'd be crazy.
Who gets it? Whoever teed off first, or do you both take credit for it? Well, I mean, that's a weird one. So I guess on the scorecard, only one would technically count. I don't think it matters who puts it on the scorecard.
I think the order would matter, right?
Sure.
If you went first and got it.
Yes. You would also take credit for the hole-in-one, though. Like, I got a hole-in-one.
Well,
It wouldn't be in a normal round of golf, but it's a hole-in-one.
Celebrating.
You're both celebrating, and you're telling people you got a hole-in-one.
I will say this to answer the mail sack question.
And yes, hole-in-one on par 3 courses count.
Dirt's name is getting put down on that scorecard for our scramble hole-in-ones, and I'll tell you why. He's never had a hole-in-one.
That's not true. I have a hole-in-one.
With an asterisk.
I have a hole-in-one.
You want to tell? Hey,
Brandon,
tell Big O?
Let me ask you this, Big O, letter O. Let me ask you this.
I think we call you Big O.
Big O?
Yeah.
Big O instead of letter O?
He's not tiny.
No, he's not. What par of a hole do most hole-in-ones happen on?
Par 3.
Par 3s. Okay, so if you get a hole-in-one on a par 3, does it count?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's all. That's no further information necessary.
And he knows in
How
his heart of
many
hearts,
par 3s
he's
were on
absolutely
the
full of
course,
crap.
though?
It doesn't matter. If it's a par 3, it's a par 3. What's the difference?
Were
Ask
there
him where
2 if there's
18
9.
par 3s, or
No.
were there
Ask
6?
There
where
was
he
9.
played.
There was 9.
Ask him
There was
how
only
old he
9 holes
was.
available. Why does age
And
matter?
all
You're just mad that I
holes
got one done.
Ask where his dad was standing with his feet
Really?
cupping the cup so the
mad.
ball would bounce off his
It's a
shoe.
full 7-iron, dude. It takes 160 yards. What do you want from me here?
As well as I know,
Hole-in-ones count.
if you
on
get a
par threes.
hole-in-one at Eastmo in 2 weeks, we're leading the show with it because you know that's your first hole-in-one.
Well, I would continue to brag about it because I'm an elite golfer, and I would be happy about my accomplishments. It wouldn't have anything to do with me popping my hole-in-one cherry because I already did that when I was in middle school.
No, because it drives you crazy how much better at golf you are than me that I have a hole-in-one
It
and
actually
you don't.
doesn't bother me that much.
It does.
It does not.
It keeps him up at night is what his wife tells me. He'll sometimes just wake up like, bull crap! And she's like, what's going on? I had a nightmare.
Middle of the night.
I shot a 2-under, but Sprague got the hole-in-one. He shot a 110. How is this happening?
I mean, I would take a 2-under over a hole-in-one any day. I've never shot
Says
a 70.
the guy who's never had a hole-in-one.
I've never shot a 70 before. I have shot a 71, though.
Says the
And
guy
I would
who's
take
never
a
had
70.
hole-in-one.
I would take
well,
a 69 as well.
That's because you don't know what life is like with a hole-in-one.
Right.
I do.
Did you save that scorecard?
I did.
You did?
I actually still have the ball on the scorecard.
Did you frame it?
It's in my nightstand.
Why did you frame it?
I'm meaning to frame it. but
Frame
I'm
it. Those are
lazy.
super
You
easy to buy on
definitely need to
Amazon.
frame that.
Frame it.
I'm super lazy.
What was the score that day?
I shot a 110 with a hole-in-one. That's how bad a golfer I was.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
still
I'd
have
still
more
take
than
it.
him.
I don't have one yet. I'd take it.
It would be weird if that happened because it wouldn't be in a normal round of golf to have it be in a scramble type of format. It would be in like a tournament setting, I'd imagine, because that's the only reason you'd be playing a scramble.
That is a very odd circumstance.
Would be very odd, but I think everybody brags about it and everybody celebrates. Mail sack question. You may have done this in the past. Power rank the following playoffs: hockey playoffs, NBA playoffs, NFL playoffs, college football playoffs, MLB playoffs. That's
Okay.
a lot of playoffs.
NFL 1. Now, we're just talking about like in the excitement level or sports we love. Like,
Dude,
are we going
rank
selfish
it,
here?
Rank it however you want to rank it, man.
Okay. I'm going to go NFL number 1.
Okay.
Sheer excitement, panic, have no idea what's happening or who's good or should win this game. Hockey is number 2.
Really?
Yeah.
That surprised me.
I'm trying to be honest here.
Okay.
Number 3.
In terms of your like enjoyment of it, it's
Yeah.
that high on the list?
Number 3.
All right.
MLB playoffs. Number 4, the NBA. And number 5 is college.
I think that's the right ranking.
I love college.
I think that's the right ranking.
I love college more than some of those other sports.
If you gave
college
me-
is the dumbest design. We're going to take a month off.
It's stupid.
And then we're going to play at 9 different venues that nobody can afford. It's just utterly stupid. So I'm sorry. I love college football. It's one of my favorite things in life. It's the worst setup.
If you had less layoff and more home field advantages, like you're playing, like if it's every week the playoffs are, and you're going until basically you get to the semis, it's on campuses.
Now you're talking.
By all means, it would climb up and fly up the leaderboard. But I think that's spot on. Does the letter O agree, or the big O?
Yeah, I was thinking. I have a hard time because NBA playoffs can sometimes just be like last night, for example.
That's great.
They can sometimes be right
Great,
up
yes.
there.
Yep.
Yes.
And so I have a hard time. I want to put it at 2, like it's right there with NHL, but overtime hockey and NHL playoffs is just amazing.
Yes.
So I feel okay leaving that as is. And MLB playoffs the same. It's
Can be
the
super
The
unpredictable.
tension of it
Yes.
is unreal.
I mean, we're coming off an all-time. Remember, like ALCS. I know it's painful for Mariner fans, but like that Game 7 against Toronto.
Yep.
Game 7 of the
Hey,
World
Game
Series.
7 of the World
Swag didn't
Series,
watch.
like that he didn't even watch. Didn't even know his team won the World Series. Wild times, dude.
Yeah, I think that's the proper order of things. Now, if I went selfish, I'd re-rank this differently.
Yeah.
But if all of this, and I have to be objective,
I think that's the correct ranking.
that's the way.
I think that's the correct ranking. There you go. Mail sack questions every Tuesday, and we love answering them because we love you and love answering the questions. And it is brought to you by Sparta TRT. Whether you're hitting the gym, trying to survive the workday, don't just watch from the sidelines, reclaim your edge, and win at the second half of life. SpartaTRT.com. Game 2 tonight. Is it a must-win game? Must-win game tonight?
It is.
Must win?
Yeah.
Okay, do they get it done? We'll talk about it next. But first, here's us with a update.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, yesterday the tiebreakers in the NBA draft order were determined through random drawings, and this is the first time I knew that this has even existed, so that I was pretty intrigued by it. The two big ones that were kind of important were the Jazz winning the 4th spot over the Kings, even though they both still have an 11.5% chance to get the top pick, so I don't know why that was such a big deal. And the Pelicans getting the 6th spot over the Mavericks, but the margin of percentage is only 0.1%, 6.8 for the Pelicans, or whoever gets the Pelicans pick, because I know that's still up.
I think it's the
in
Hawks.
The air, or the Hawks. Yeah, that could go to the Hawks. And then Dallas is 6.7. So I don't know. The lottery it's just another aspect of it that is just spectacular for me. The lottery's on May 10th, by the way.
The
so put that on
Hawks
the
could go
calendar.
to the finals and get the number 1 pick in the draft.
They could.
Boy,
It's
what
the
a
first time
moment.
I haven't watched. I probably won't watch the lottery in God knows how long because we've always been involved.
I will keep an eye to see where the Bulls land.
Yeah.
Because if that lands in the top 4, I'm like,
Well, no, I won't because we're a playoff team, so we're not in the lottery. We can't move up.
Oh. Touche.
It'll be the 16th, 15th, 17th, whatever. I don't know how the order works.
Well, the pick we conveyed to Chicago?
It will be. Yeah, we don't get entered
you're right,
into
you're right,
lottery
right.
odds.
No, my
It'll be
bad.
more about the teams who did not win in the play-in in the West and do one of them.
There you go.
So that'd be what? Golden State and
LA?
The Clippers.
the Clippers. Yes, correct.
Happy National Rendering Day. April 21st is bringing awareness to reducing and eliminating food waste. North Americans consider roughly 50% of an animal inedible.
And Newell,
Inedible.
Sound it out.
This leaves a lot of leftover material that ends up as food waste. National Rendering Day. We learn about how we can eliminate waste.
We should. Quick cup check for you in my update. How about the Flyers defensively just dominating Pittsburgh? First 2 games of the series, take a 2-0 lead. Our cheapo, Tom Dundon, his Hurricanes got a 2-0 lead after a double overtime thriller. The Stars bounce back. They got smoked in game 1 on home ice. Bounce back and win game 2. McJesus is McJesus. Shout out to Edmonton for getting the win. You got 4 more games going on tonight. Avalanche and Kings probably one to keep an eye on. Might be an upset Bruin there. I know the Avalanche won game 1. And then Bruins and Sabres. Is Buffalo really going to do this and go on a run? I hope so. There's your cup check for today.
More sports scores and stories in 60 minutes. I'm Brandon Henson from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work. Insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of the firm of
Welcome back in. It's been alerted to me from the letter O that we have the YouTube problems been resolved, so we're back up on YouTube. Great news for the firm of Harrison Meringue. They're coming up 22 minutes from now.
We'll have 30 minutes of the radio program.
You're damn right we will. And let's talk about Game 2 tonight because it's a big one, Bob. I don't know if you're aware of that. Falling down 0-2, not very good. Doesn't mean the series is over, but probably the series is over. And not that that's a surprise. You're a 7 seed. You're not supposed to win this series. You're an 11.5-point underdog. Tonight, what are we most excited about? I think the fun part about, and we kind of hit on this in the week leading up to it, where you beat Phoenix and you're like, all right, what are we going to get out of this? There's no lottery odds. You take a 2% chance at the number one pick away. But some of it for me was just seeing, like, one, how does your coach make adjustments? How do your young guys handle these moments? And I thought there were certainly some positives and a lot of negatives from Game 1. And now we get to see what the counterpunch is. And maybe it's just as simple as Wemby's going to play like that every game, and it doesn't matter what your counterpunch is. But what are we looking forward to tonight in terms of what Portland can change or do differently from Game 1 to have a different outcome or be more competitive late in the ballgame than they were Sunday night?
I think it's interesting we ask those kinds of questions and we can't quite pinpoint everything. It's just as simple as make your shots and have others.
Sometimes it's that simple.
Like, what is it for me? Yeah, I want to see if I notice any adjustments that Tiago and company make. I'm sure there's got to be something. The amount of lob passes the damn Spurs had on those little short pick and rolls at the free throw line were frustrating.
Rotation, does that change at all?
Well, I think
do we get more minutes for Shaden?
Distribution can, yeah.
Do you get more minutes for Robert Williams? If Clingan comes out and looks the way he did at the start of Game 1, you're like, dude, Robert Williams is playing 30 minutes tonight. That's what we're going to have to do.
It very well could be the case. I just as simply, what are we looking forward to? It's the others.
Yeah.
I think I know what I'm going to get from Denny. I think I have an expectation that I have from Denny Avdia. I think he'll get the line more than 6 times, but we need Drew Holiday, who I thought was good in the game, but just struggled to make a shot.
Yeah, what did he end up with? Like 9 assists, I think. Played
11.
decent. 11 assists.
He had 11 assists and 1 turnover. I need that guy to give me 16 points at a minimum tonight. I need Tumani Kamara to be a little more aggressive offensively and chip in 17 points. I'd love Jeremy Grant to not be the worst player on the team, despite how bad Donovan was. Donovan doesn't have playoff experience. Jeremy came in knowing what this atmosphere and energy was going to be like. It's the others. Because we know Denny Avdia at this point, I think it may not be a certainty that he shoots a great percentage. I think it's a certainty that he's going to be a gamer, he's going to show up.
Yes.
Scoot Henderson showed up more prepared than some of your other players. And so coming in tonight, it's going to be who are the other players that give you more? We cannot have 8 points from Tumani Kamara and think that series is going to last very long. I don't care who he's guarding. Yeah, it's Wemby. Guess what he's not going to do? Shut Wemby down.
Right.
So, don't use that as the out to score 8 points. Give me some offensive production. If you can get that, you're going to have a shot. And don't shoot 26% from 3.
Yeah.
Shoot at just your bare minimum season average, 35%, 34%.
And you'll be totally fine.
And you'll have more of a puncher's chance here. Yeah. You had some shots in Game 1. Give me something from the others, and I think you could be right there with a chance to win it.
Yeah, we went through it earlier, just some guys that were looking for big bounce-back games, and the letter O said Donovan Clingan, which I certainly understand. He was not good at all and arguably unplayable at times in Game 1. It's just a tough matchup for him. So I'm curious to see if that rotation does change. He played 22 minutes, by the way, in Game 1. Robert Williams played 17. So that's not that big of a gap. And I feel like at times this year that the sample size has been, or the spread, I should say, between those two has been a little bit wider occasionally. And so I'm curious if that evens out even more or if we get it to go the other way if Robert Williams actually ends up playing more minutes than him. I would like to see, I think, understanding who you are and the chances of actually winning this series being somewhat slim. I'd like to see a longer leash for your young guys. That was a frustration that I had out of Game 1. Where it's like, Tiago Splitter's going to do this for the first time as a coach, too, so you want to give him the benefit of the doubt in that regard. I felt like there was weird rotations and a really quick trigger at moments that didn't allow some guys to get involved in the game. Shaden ended up playing 22 minutes on the night. I'd like to see that closer to 30. I want to see more there. And I think of all the guys that brought the juice for you that didn't look like the moment was too big, and he certainly has his faults. He gets going too fast. He turns the ball over too much. All of that is true. But in just watching the game, Scoot looked like one of the most engaged, energetic, playing with effort, effective on the defensive end. Like, if that's going to be the way that he plays,
he wanted it.
Yes, let's not have
that noise.
I understand that he has his faults. I don't know what the future holds for him and if he's going to get. I don't know that answer, But just based off what I saw from game one, he had it.
Yeah.
Outside of the couple turnovers here or there, but other guys are turning the ball over as well, and there's not a quick trigger. And so just understanding some of these guys are going through it for the first time. They're going to make mistakes. Let's learn through it, grow through it, and keep their minutes intact, because I thought some of the lineups were herky-jerky. Do we think we see a change in the starting lineup tonight, or does it stay the same?
No, I'd keep it the same.
After the way Scoot played, you cannot take him out of the starting lineup, right?
Yeah, I mean some of the other things too with San Antonio, like Wemby's going to be awesome, I assume. Is he going to be 5 of 6 from 3?
Probably not.
How much more do you aim to keep Steph Castle limited, being wide open on the perimeter, and saying if Steph Castle's going to hit 6 threes tonight, that's just what it is to beat us?
Is that the guy you want to beat you? If you're Portland defensively, is that the guy that you circle and say, all right, if he's going to get open shots, we'll live with it?
Well, he's hyper athletic and quick, so it's going to be really hard to just limit him to shooting 8 threes a game. I think he was 1 of 5 from game 1.
He was 4 of 13 from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3.
So like it's not going to be easy, but yeah, if you can leave him open in the corner. So, and it's a game of runs, right? Like Scoot said this in the postgame. The game is so run-based.
Yes.
San Antonio is going to go on like a 13-2 run. They're going to push a lead to 10. We're going to panic, and then we'll come out maybe a little back and forth. Now Portland's on a 14-2 run. Like, that's just what the sport is now, and it's what makes like any lead in any game really not as big as it once seemed. And so, like, are you able to weather the runs? The crowd is going to be insane. I know there are elements on San Antonio's end where they can play better, but my takeaway from game 1 was, yeah, San Antonio's better than you. We knew that going in, and they proved it last night. You also didn't play particularly well.
No.
And
didn't shoot the ball well at all.
They had the best player on the court in Wemby. Yep. He clearly showed that. He is the best player in this series, but you might have the second best player in the series. In fact, I would argue you do. So if you can get some help for that guy, your 13-point loss, does that put you more in the 4-point swing realm of like you're right within a bucket or two?
Right. If this is a 6-point game with 2 minutes to go, it's anybody's ball game at that point.
That's all you want. Yeah. And be physical. Like, let's get a little chippiness. We got chippiness going on in multiple series. You got it in the Magic and the Pistons series. You've now got it in the Minnesota and Denver series. You got it in Atlanta and New York. Like, let's get it going here a little bit. Let's see Donovan be physical. We know he's kind of our maniacal psycho, he'll do something physically. Like, let's see that a little bit tonight and not back down from the dudes.
Yeah, I agree with all that, man. It's going to be fun to see how it shakes out. Game 2 is tonight, and it's an early tip time, by the way. Thank God. After trying to stay up and watch the end of that Minnesota-Denver game last night.
Oh, that was incredibly difficult, man.
Thank God this is not a 7:30 tip.
Brandon, are you still dealing with it? The fallout from last night?
Yes, I'm still feeling those effects.
So am I. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a fun one tonight, 5 o'clock, and we'll have some final thoughts on it to wrap up the show, and that is coming up next on 105.1 FM The Fan. Well, excited for game 2 tonight. It's been a busy show. Everybody's still yelling about cheapo Tom Dundon.
Tommy Two Nickels.
Tommy Two Nickels. Talked about the quick piece today. Said our 2 cents, no pun intended. Hopefully now.
He wants those back, though.
He does. He wants a refund on that.
Can I tell you what I did the other day?
Yeah.
It's cleaning we have a little coffee station in our kitchen. It's got the coffee maker, right? Nothing major on it. Sometimes it gets dirty because we just set stuff on it. So I'm cleaning through it, and I look through, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, 2 pennies.
2 pennies, huh?
Wiped it right into the trash.
Don't we not do pennies? Didn't we discontinue the penny?
I don't think we're producing them anymore, but they're still
They're
out
still
there.
in circulation, I know, but we're not making pennies anymore, right?
I also was like, should I keep this for like 30 years
to hold on to it as a relic?
and then my kids can sell it off? And then when I'm becoming my mom. My
Now
mom
you
would
are.
hold on to the dumbest crap and be like, that phone book could be worth something.
They're not making these anymore.
1997 edition.
I don't want to sound too hoity-toity because I'm certainly not that. I say no to basically all change. It's more of a problem than it is
A solution?
a solution. Now it's in my pocket. Now it's jangling around. I don't have a noted coin thing in my truck. Like I don't have like a
change drawer.
A change drawer
Yeah.
that doesn't really exist anymore. And I'm sure I could throw it in some sort of
There's an area you could
console
make
if I
it,
wanted
yeah.
to. But I'm not like, am I going to remember that quarter's in there when I go to need a quarter? And so almost any time, I don't buy a lot of stuff with cash, but when I do and there's change involved, it's an immediate whatever you want to do with it, go ahead. Put it in your pocket, put it in the tip jar, leave it in the till. I don't care. I don't want it.
I read an article the other day of how few taxes corporations paid this year, which is, buddy, beyond egregious. And I was reading this, and since I've read that, I have now been in multiple situations. Usually if it's like, let's say it's 37.67.
Yeah.
If there's a roundup, I usually round up. And
Just to
now
do
I'm
it,
like,
yeah.
Nope.
No, I'm not doing
And
that.
it doesn't matter. It can be like Children's Hospital. I'm like, you do it.
I love when they
'Cause
ask you
I do my own stuff.
point blank, and it's like, do you want to help the starving children? And you make you just feel like the worst person alive.
Do you want to help the
to say no to
dogs?
that? Like,
what's wrong with the dogs?
first
the
off,
dogs.
cashier lady, I'd like to ask you a follow-up question, okay? What organization is this? How much of my donations going to that kid? How much it goes to the overhead? How many families am I feeding with this 19 cents that I'm donating to you? Don't make me feel like the bad person. That's not on me.
I like to support a good cause as much as the next guy. I also love when corporations sell something and they're like, hey, for every purchase of this item that's $30, we will donate 30 cents. And it's like, you doing anything there?
That's it. That's all we're
doing anything
Is that really
there?
a thing? Is that a, I don't know.
If I want to donate to something or I
I'll
want to help a
donate.
charity, I
Yes.
just go out and do it myself.
Don't force me to do it at the grocery
Would you
store.
like to feed the pandas in China?
Yeah.
No, I'm America first right now. Decline. Decline.
We got to fix our pandas first. Hey, game 2 tonight.
Our pandas are broken.
Your your neighborhood restaurant group poll question of the day at Dirt Sprague on Twitter. How does game 2 go tonight? I am on record. I'm taking the points tonight. I think the Blazers cover.
I bet money line, you coward.
You did.
Plus
You
470.
You got larger huevos than me. Letter O, how do you think? Win, cover, or a blowout loss tonight?
Come
I'm
on,
gonna say
Big
cover
O.
for now.
Cover for now?
Last night has me optimistic that we can pull off a stun or two,
Okay.
but cover at least.
Well, no matter what happens, ladies and gentlemen, we will talk about it tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hopefully I'm not stuffed up like a turkey in my nose tomorrow.
Here's the gambling bet of the night.
Yeah.
Do we get another Tom Dundon story between now and tomorrow's show?
I'd really like a breather. I'm really tired of talking about it.
Especially as a fellow broke
If you
boy.
have any other sources, just wait till next week. Can I wait till next week? Is
Be
that
nice.
too much to ask? Let's wait till next week. That will do it for us, folks. If you missed the show, go check the podcast, 1051thefan.com, at 1051thefan on Twitter, at Dirt and Sprague on Twitter. Thank you so much for being a part of our Tuesday. Enjoy Game 2, Blazers and Spurs. We'll talk about it all tomorrow at 6 a.m. The Firm of Harrison Meringue is next. Listen to 1051 FM The Fan.